Hey, second grade scientists. Miss Staley here, and I'm excited to explore with you today. Today's lesson is Gravity Pulls Me Down. We will explore how gravity works and how it impacts each and every one of us every single day. So, are you ready to get started? Here we go. Gravity is a type of force. So, before we get too deep into our lesson, we need to know what a force is. A force is a push or a pull that makes an object move. You use forces every day. Here are some examples of how I use forces today. This morning when I woke up, I pulled the covers off, then I pushed my legs against the ground to stand up. I pulled my bedroom door open and walked to the kitchen. I pulled open the kitchen cabinet and pulled out a bowl and some cereal. Then I pushed the cabinet closed. I pulled open the silverware drawer and I pulled out a spoon. I pulled open the refrigerator and I pulled out some milk. Look how many pushes and pulls I had this morning before I even ate my breakfast. Think about objects you have pushed or pulled today. Draw a sketch of one push and one pull that you did today. Write a sentence to describe each push and pull. Remember, your sketch should include labels. Pause the video to draw your sketch. I'll be waiting for you. Did you finish your sketch? Awesome job. Let's keep going. You just learned that a force is a push or a pull. Gravity is a type of force. It pulls objects together. Here on Earth, that means that everything falls to the ground. So if I take this ball and toss it into the air, it's always going to fall back down because gravity is pulling it. Now I want you to pause this presentation and you're going to log into BrainProp Junior from Clever. Watch the gravity video to hear what Annie and Moby have to say about gravity. When you finish, take the quiz to test your knowledge, then come back to this presentation. I'll be waiting for you. Welcome back. How did you do on the quiz? Annie and Moby sure shared a lot of information about gravity. You learned that gravity always pulls objects down to the ground. But look at the pictures on the screen. Gravity is pulling all of the items in the pictures down toward the ground. But then why aren't the objects on the ground? Gravity will always pull objects to the ground unless something holds the object up. In the first picture, you see a cactus plant on a shelf. Gravity is pulling the plant down to the ground, but the shelf is holding the plant up. In the next picture, you see a girl on a swing. Gravity is pulling the girl down towards the ground, but the swing is holding her up. In the last picture, you see some books on a table. Why don't the books fall down to the ground? Because the table is holding them up. There are so many examples of ways objects can keep gravity from pulling other objects to the ground. My challenge for you today is to find some examples of your own. Take a walk outside and see if you can find any examples of ways objects prevent gravity from pulling things down to the ground. Look around your home. Can you find any examples there? Capture some pictures of the examples you find. If you can't take a picture, draw a sketch. Your task is to find at least 3 examples of objects being held up so gravity cannot pull them down. Of course, you can find more than 3 if you would like. Check with your teacher to see how you can share your pictures or drawings with your classmates. Good luck on your holding up hunt.